Questions for reflection. A new king came to Egypt who did not know Joseph, we read in our first reading, taken from the book of Exodus. So the sons and descendants of the great Joseph, the patriarch, who, having once been sold as a slave to the Egyptian taskmasters, and in spite of it, rose to a place of rulership, is forgotten. Now he is dead, and his descendants are persecuted with a vengeance. The Israelites are put under the harsh oversight of taskmasters. They are enslaved once again. But in spite of it all, their families continue to grow as they fruitfully bore children. The Egyptian taskmasters are threatened by that fact and hatch a plan of destruction. So the evil and ruthless Pharaoh issued an order to kill all the male children. There are two lessons we can take away from this. First, God's people Israel stayed faithful, even under this harsh persecution. And second, God did not abandon them. That is because God is faithful to his covenant, his promise to his people. As the story unfolds, God will save one of those children and call him to lead the people out from under the yoke of the Egyptian oppressor. His name was Moses. As his name implies, he will be drawn out of the water. And he will lead God's people through the waters of the Red Sea. Hardships come. We need to stay faithful. And we need to rely on that faithfulness of the Lord. In our response, we join with David the psalmist and sing, quote, "If Yahweh had not been on our side," let Israel repeat it, "if Yahweh had not been on our side when people attacked us, they would have swallowed us alive in the heat of their anger," end quote. God is a loving God. He's always watching over us. What in your life is robbing you from the freedom to which the Lord has called you through your baptism? Bring it to the Lord and watch what he does. Jesus continues in the gospel text appointed for today's Mass to lay out the demands of discipleship. He's still teaching the 12 whom he has chosen to walk with him. He makes it clear, to be a disciple of Jesus means to put him first, to make him Lord. The words may sound harsh, but in reality, they're an invitation to freedom. It's a matter of the heart. Who is first? In the same gospel, he explains, quote, "Everyone who has left houses or brothers or sisters or father or mother or children or lands for my name's sake will receive 100-fold and inherit eternal life." That's in Matthew 19. In this holy exchange, the Lord himself gave up his own life for each one of us. He's totally identified with us. He says, "Anyone who welcomes you welcomes me, and anyone who welcomes me welcomes the one who sent me." Is Jesus first in our life?